name Nestle as a Fabulous, but you can just call me Nas. It is my pleasure to be your discussant as the moment, so I am inviting everyone to please sit back, relax, look at the screen, and listen carefully.
Good day, mga kababayan! Global finance structure, impact on the Philippine external debt. We have two major concerns in this matter. First one, global finance structure, and the second one, Philippine external debt. Para ihatid ang nagbabagang balita tungkol sa global finance structure, narito si Nes. Nes, labas!
Yes, the question first is, does financial structure matter? Well, narito ang aking panayam. Miss Kimchi, mahalaga ba ang global finance structure? Bakit?
Global finance structure. Ito lang yan. Parang ganito lang yan. Sa classroom may batas. Bawal lumabas. O bawal lumabas. Pero pag sinabing nag-comply ka na bawal lumabas pero may ginawa ka, sa pinagbabawal nila, inayos mo yung law ng global finance structure at sinabmit mo ulit, pwede ka na pala ulit lumabas.
Thank you so much, Miss Kimchi. In global finance structure, meron tayong dalawang dapat tandaan. Bank-based system is the first one, at ang pangalawa naman ay ang market-based system. The unresolved debate about whether markets or bank-based intermediaries are more effective at providing financial services hampers the formation of sound policy advice. Well, in bank-based system, banks play a leading role in mobilizing savings, allocating capital, overseeing the investment decisions of corporate managers, and providing risk management. This system is usually followed by Germany and Japan, while in market-based system, securities markets share center stage with banks in getting society's savings to firms, exerting corporate control and easing risk management like in England and United States. That's all my report. Back to you.
Thank you, Nes. This time, all the information about Philippine external debt will be brought to us. Reporter Lee, labas!
Thank you so much. Para naman mapakinggan natin ang damdamin ng ating mga kababayan tungkol sa Philippine external debt, narito ang aking interview. Mr. Pakoko, maaari mo bang ibahagi sa amin ang iyong damdamin tungkol sa Philippine external debt?
Pabor ako dyan. Kaya lang nagsara na yung kumpanya namin. Wala akong pera. Oo, aminin ko na sa inyo, wala akong trabaho. Tatakal ko sa pamilya ko. Sardinas, noodles, pagpamilya ko kinante. Kahit sino ka pa. Sino pa po kayo? Okay lang. Yun lang po.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pakoko. Sa pagtalakay natin sa Philippine external debt, mga kababayan, kailangan muna nating malaman ang kaibahan ng external debt sa public debt. Una, the external debt is the amount of debt a country owes to foreign or international creditors. The debtors can be the government, corporations, or citizens of that country. On the other hand, the public debt is the total amount of debt a central government or country owes. It is also known as national debt. The debtors can be also the government, corporations, or citizens of that country. That's all about my report. Back to you.
Thank you, Reporter Lee. Generally, market-based financial intermediation tends to increase as per capita GDP rises. We have an exclusive interview about GDP from IMF. Please watch.
Hi, I'm Wala, and I work here at the IMF. What is GDP, or Gross Domestic Product, and why should you even care? GDP is all around us. It's cars, clothes, doctors, hairdressers even. It's all part of GDP. Let me explain. Some people produce goods like cars or clothes. Others produce services like doctors or hairdressers. So if you add up the value of goods and services, you get gross domestic product. Or you can add up incomes. If you add up the income of all the United States in 1 year, you get US GDP. So a higher GDP means everyone's doing great, right? Not always. You see, GDP doesn't measure, for example, how fairly things are being distributed. Some people may be getting all of this income, or how much the environment is being damaged. A lot of cars may mean a lot of pollution. In fact, GDP doesn't even include some very important services, like childcare. If a babysitter looks after your younger brother for the day, they get an income, they're providing a service. But if your mom does the same exact thing and looks after your younger brother, she doesn't get an income, so it's not included in GDP. So GDP is failing to measure a very important service. But GDP is a good overall indication of how much an economy produces every year. So that's GDP. It's all around us, and it's very good to know.
Mga kababayan, to give us more details about global finance structure, impact on the Philippine external debt, here is reporter Fabros Labas.
The international financial organizations are represented by such units of the United Nations as the International Monetary Fund or IMF and the World Bank. Global finance was the central subsystem of the global economy. They have become the dominant external factor in the economic development of national economic system. The objectives of the fund include also encouraging international cooperation in the field of monetary policy, promoting a balanced growth of world trade for the development of the production potential of all member states. There are special extended programs for financing specific projects of economic reforms in member countries. For example, loans from the funds of system transformation, compensation financing in case of unforeseen circumstances, or loans for structural adaptation. Longer loans are provided by the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, or IBRD, to assist countries recovering their economies and embarking on structural reforms. These international organizations, under their authority, lend to various projects in countries that are in need of financial resources. They are also important in encouraging private sector investment, which sees the cooperation of individual countries with these organizations as a signal to start implementing their own investments. Some productive sectors are more likely to rely on bank loans as a source of external funds. Private sector's companies with high levels of external debt due for rollover were particularly hard hit by the reduced access to international markets. Creditors were reluctant to roll over these debts for fear that borrowers would not be able to service their debts. And that's the end of my report. Nestle, it's your turn. Thank you!